So you're wanting to run a Bible study that absolutely pops off. Well, I'd like to share with you some of the things that I did that really made a difference and that really attracted a lot of young men to come together and study the Bible. First things first, I thought from the people I wanted to serve backwards. So the people I wanted to serve were 18 to 35-year-old men. And so I thought about what is their problems? What are their desires? What are their pain points? What do they love? What do they want? And then I communicated the Bible study as that. So first things first, I chose the book of Proverbs because it's a really amazing and wise book where you learn a lot of deep stuff about how to look after your life and discipline and wealth and relationships and wisdom. You learn about these things, and I knew that there were guys out there who would love this stuff and who would want to learn this stuff. So I marketed it and communicated it as the Proverbs for Men Bible Study. And then I put King Solomon and Become a King. And it's like the King's Bible Study. And I just said, this is what this book will give you. These are the benefits of this book. Now, not every guy is going to be up to the point where they love Jesus and they want to study the Gospels. Some of them just want personal development and help. That might be their first access point. So meet your audience where it is at. So if you're doing a women's Bible study, find out exactly what they desire, what their pain points are, and then take the Bible and allow the words of God to serve exactly what they are asking for right now, not in the future. And don't force them to be somewhere where they're at, where they aren't. Just meet them where they're at. So that's my first piece of advice. The second thing, I sent out invites, and I only wanted guys who were going to contribute. I threw it back on them. This wasn't going to be me public speaking. This wasn't me, it wasn't the Jacob show. It was actually going to be about you, the person who showed up. And so I sent them an invite and I said, you have to contribute. Because what I think is most important is that sometimes we get people together, groups together, and we yap. And here I am yapping on my YouTube, but this is the right context. But if you're in a group together, you actually want people to contribute. You want people to put forward to their wisdom. And the thing is, we got people to do that and think for themselves. And they put forward their wisdom and their thoughts from what we read in Proverbs. And it was electric. We were sitting around the table discussing these ideas and things. And the guys were just saying these incredibly wise things, and it was filtering back and forth between our minds, and we all kind of understood it and got it deeper. We went deeper with it, and it was just an electric feeling, right? And so that's the other thing. You want to invite them to contribute. Hey, I want your wisdom here in this. And the cool thing is that it filters out people who aren't really that keen, who don't really want to be there. I could say that the majority, like 99%, 95% of the guys who were there wanted to be there and wanted to show up the next week and the next week, which was an amazing atmosphere, an amazing feeling. And finally, I decided to choose short stints. So basically, I know guys just, don't want to commit to things. I guess that's fine, right? But people, it's a busy time. So I decided to make it a 4-week Bible study course. And we were going to go for 4 weeks. I printed out a bunch of excerpts. I got everyone to read it for 4 weeks. And we went through a bunch of excerpts in Proverbs. And what that did, it created this scarcity. It created this demand. Like, hey, it's only going for 4 weeks. Come along. And what that did, it just allowed guys to focus their energy and attention to getting there and showing up. And pairing that scarcity, I also made a reel that said, hey, share this with a man that you want to increase their wisdom. And basically, guys shared it between each other, and they showed up. And it was a beautiful time, and a lot of the guys got a lot out of it, and we just had a lot of fun. It was a lot of laughs. So, main keys, like these are the key takeaways. Number one, meet your audience or who you there, where they are at. Communicate why the Bible will help them, and the Word of God will help them with where they are at. Look at their problems, look at their pains, look at their wounds, and say that, this Bible study will address that. We're going to use it from the frame of addressing your problems, pains, goals, desires. And that was really powerful, really profound. And then you take it to the next step and you get them to contribute, get them to take responsibility for the quality of this Bible study, by making them contribute their wisdom among each other. And discussion becomes really rich and beautiful. And then the final thing is that make it scarce, make it scarce and throw a powerful invite. Say, hey, I'm putting on this Bible study. I think you'd be perfect for it. Come contribute, bring yourself along. And with this kind of framework, we created a beautiful, beautiful thing. It feels really yucky kind of taking credit for it because it was the guys who showed up. The guys loved it and it was a beautiful thing and they all contributed it, and that's what made it so special. And I think that's what it is. If you invite someone to something like this, make it about them and their contribution. And you will see the best in them and they will contribute. And together, you will have an incredible experience and that wisdom of the Bible will seep through. And then there will be more appetite. There's been more appetite for another Bible study. I'm going to launch another one, which is really exciting. I mean, the appetite was so strong and so there. So thank you and God bless and best of luck with everything.